Another week, another Wednesday night goes by, and another absolute shite AEW Dynamite. Here is your review, guys. We're going to kick off with essentially the big news, or at least it was treated as big news. Tony Khan said he had a major announcement all week. He was going to announce it on Dynamite. Finally, he announced it to kick off the show. And the announcement was that Tony Khan, or should I say his dad, has purchased a fucking irrelevant company that has no fans, no viewership, a terrible roster, and hasn't been important, hasn't been relevant in like 15 years. So, well done, Tony Khan. Not sure how much money he paid in total for this, but what a waste of money, what a waste of cash. Ring of Honor will add absolutely nothing to AEW. He was in the ring, he was looking nervous as always. He always looks awkward and afraid when he's talking, as if he's about to burst into tears. I mean, Tony Khan, I guarantee, was that kid in school that just never felt comfortable reading out in front of the class. Fuck, I thought I didn't like reading out in front of people, but bloody hell, Tony Khan is 10 times worse than me, man. He did look like he was going to have a mental breakdown while trying to announce he was a new owner of Ring of Honor, and then he says, not Shane, not Shane, trying to obviously, pay homage, I guess, or rip off the fact that McMahon thought he bought WCW, and it was in fact his son, Shane McMahon. But I guess this is a bit relevant because he's saying not Shane, but this is a bit similar when you think about it, because first of all, McMahon actually legit bought WCW, but the storyline was that Tony Khan bought it. And here is essentially Tony Khan's dad's money that's bought Ring of Honor, whereas Tony Khan's pretending for the storyline that he is the new owner. He might be the owner, it might be his name on the document, but it's not his money that paid for it. It's his dad's money that paid for it. So I guess this whole little story/segment has more in common with the WCW purchase than we want to admit. But yeah, terrible way to start the show. Nobody cares about Ring of Honor. The video library, and what? There's nothing really good in the video library. Yeah, there might be, stars in wrestling or whatever, main eventers that have been in Ring of Honor. But let's be real. Everybody that's considered a star nowadays that was in Ring of Honor, they became a star outside of Ring of Honor. It's not like they became a star in Ring of Honor. Therefore, the video library, they haven't got good content. You look at CM Punk, right? Yeah, he's a star, but he became a star when he went to the WWE. He didn't do shit in Ring of Honor to become a star. AJ Styles, yeah, big name, he's a star. But he became a star because of the stuff that he did in TNA and then the stuff that he's done in WWE. He didn't become a star because of what he did in Ring of Honor. And the same can be said for everybody else that's been in Ring of Honor, that is now relevant in pro wrestling today. Yeah, you might have been in Ring of Honor for a bit, but you got your name because you were in a different company, you were in a bigger company, you were in a better company. Now, had Tony Khan purchased Impact Wrestling, I would have said that was pretty big. Not because Impact's a big deal today, it's not. I mean, they can barely get 100,000 views. There's literally nobody on the roster. I mean, there's like one or two people on the roster that you would maybe be interested in, but apart from that, the rest is bums. But at least TNA's library, holy shit, look at the actual legends they have on their library. Like Sting, for example. Holy shit, Sting. AEW could have been able to show all Sting's stuff if they had purchased TNA. You've got Kurt Angle, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Booker T, Kevin Nash. You name it. There's been a shitload of legends that have been in TNA over the years. But how many legends have been in Ring of Honor? Zero. Absolute zero. So yeah, this Ring of Honor purchase, it's been made out to be a big deal. It's been made out to be a game changer. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I've already made a video on it. But yeah, for me, it wasn't a game changer. And that's how we kicked off AEW Dynamite. Then we moved on to, believe it or not, guys, yes, a 6-man tag. It's like we get these every single week. Why? What? Wait, what's that? We do get them every single week. And they're fucking shit. A bunch of jobbers, 6 jobbers thrown together in a match. It was Adam Cole and the Red Dragon against Adam Page and 2 fucking jabronis from the Dark Order. I mean, how is this a world title? How are these two having a world title match? You just look at this John Silver guy. How is this John Silver dude sharing the ring with a world champion? The guy's fucking embarrassing. The match finishes with Adam Cole hitting his Canadian Destroyer, whatever, off the top rope, middle rope, and then they tape Adam Page to the ropes and they hang the belt up on him. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, does it get me excited for the match? No, it does fucking not. Up next we had MJF essentially. Well, this was strange. MJF comes out. CM Punk's out there. CM Punk offers a handshake. MJF looks like he's going to go for the handshake. He pushes Punk's hand aside. He goes in for a big hug. They embrace for about half a minute. Then MJF slowly backs off Punk, kicks him in the nuts, and then proceeds to cut him open, bust him up, and then he gets hanged by a dog collar over the top rope. I mean, it was graphic, but was this any good? No, it really wasn't. You've seen over the past 2 weeks, last week with MJF saying that, you know, he was bullied and all this stuff, and that CM Punk was his hero, and CM Punk betrayed him by leaving. And then this week, he's coming out and he's hugging CM Punk. Now, the reason this segment was shit is because it was so fucking obvious that MJF was just pretending, that he was playing along, that he was going to attack Punk, that it was all a setup. And if you didn't think it was obvious, then if it was legit, if it was honest, if it was like a natural thing that MJF was feeling, if he was being sincere, then where would they go? How exactly would you have this match? How the fuck could they go into the match on Sunday with the build-up being MJF, you know, crying about CM Punk, and Punk, is it true? Is it true? And then a hug. The heat would be dead. There would be no heat. How could you have a fucking match? There's no way this was legit. There's no way they were going to hug it out and live happily ever after and then have a match. Maybe they could have the match in Ring of Honor and they could wrestle for honor. No, we knew that wasn't going to happen. We knew MJF was going to attack Punk here, and, you know, it was a sneak attack, and MJF was pretending all along. So while it was, you know, interesting to see blood and Punk get hanged and shit like that, you could see this coming a mile away. So for me, does that make it good? No. I mean, good. You can't even call it a heel turn, because we all know MJF's a heel. He never turned face, but, you know, they were trying to portray it as if MJF and Punk were having like a truce and they were seeing eye to eye, when you just know that was never happening. So, I mean, this was so predictable that MJF was going to attack Punk. For that reason, it wasn't great. Was it the best thing on the show? Perhaps, but it wasn't great. Speaking of not great, Christopher Daniels, this guy must be about 50 fucking what? He's well into his 50s now, though. He's never been that good, to be fair. He's always been an overrated bastard, a guy who thought he was a lot better than he was. Thank God he wasn't the higher power. I mean, he had a decent run in TNA, I guess, as a fallen angel. But even then, apart from that, what's this guy done? Another Ring of Honor bum. The whole build-up here, the whole point of this match was it was a Ring of Honor rivalry that was renewed 20 years later. I mean, who cares? Who cares? Daniel Bryan beats Christopher Daniels. Absolute shite. Less said about this match, the better. Then with a tag team match, winner moves on to the AEW Revolution tag team match this Sunday. The Young Bucks win. Didn't want the Young Bucks to win, to be fair. Didn't really care who won this match. Everything about it was shit. But the Young Bucks will go on. They will take on Lucha Express and some other team. I don't even know who it is. I don't even care. If I'm being completely honest, guys, I don't fucking care. And then we had Wardlow do a bunch of power bombs on some bum that I've never seen before in my life. So, again, don't care about that. We had a Keith Lee and the Powerhouse Hobbs. I don't know, Keith Lee and some black guy who's jacked had a little bit of a face-off. Keith Lee's probably thinking, he's jacked. I wish maybe I could be jacked too, you know, but I eat too much McDonald's and Burger King and KFC and fried chicken, and I'm a big fat piece of shit, but this Hobbs guy is jacked. He's got muscles. I got flab. Yeah, so that's basically how Keith Lee fucking cuts his promos, and that's basically what he said here on Dynamite. This show was shit, guys. I'm giving it a 0 out of 10. It's always the worst show of the week, and it continues to be the worst show of the week. If you don't like the review, then I don't know what to tell you. People are going to say, oh, you're biased, you're a fanboy of fucking WWE. I'm not. WWE shit too, but there's just something horrible about AEW. There is. When it first started, it was alright. I think for the first year, it was decent, but I think the past year and a half, even though the roster's technically got better, you know, they've added bigger names and they've brought in bigger stars. It's like this roster's just too big. People are getting lost in the shuffle, and it's not good. It's not good TV. It's not good wrestling. There's just nothing good about this. So I'm giving it a 0 out of 10, guys. Let us know what you think down below. I mean, yeah, CM Punk was bleeding like a stuffed pig, and you don't get this in WWE, but was it good? No, it was not. Will I buy the pay-per-view Sunday? To be honest, guys, probably not. I've got better things to do than spend £25 on this garbage. But that's it, guys. Till next time, leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you all later. And peace.